I'm waiting on Apex to come through to find out a couple of questions, to get a couple of questions answered. I guess he'll be here soon. Hey, there you go, Apex. Hey. I would like to ask you a couple of questions.
I'm here. Hold on, give me 1 second. You got somewhere I can sit or somewhere I can
Sure.
go here?
You want to bring the chair in there, you can.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What's going on?
Hey. I have a couple of questions that I want to ask you.
Cool. I'm here for you.
Okay.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay. Number one is explain the degrees.
Say that again.
Explain the degrees.
Explain the degrees.
Yes.
Masonic degrees are 360 degrees, like 360 degrees of knowledge, which would be a circle. We reached for 720. 360 degrees was when I was telling y'all about the circle of knowledge that we was, going through for the last, 20, 30 years. That was the knowledge you can reach. Now it's a new chamber open to get to the 720 degrees. Angelic beings or these almond beings work on a 720 or higher degrees, meaning we can have the smartest scientists here and all he's gonna do is reach 360 degrees. So that will be the cipher that goes round. And that was necessary for a time, but it's a new day, a new era. So you see me go like this representing the sun, and a beam of light coming right out of the sun is the new light. And 360 and 360 equals 720, and that's angelic knowledge. So that's what we reach, 720 degrees. And if you're a biblical person and you hear about the 144,000 that's going to come and save the world, well, 720 and 720 will be your 140,000. That'd be the fourth dimension. Right now we're in 3D. Everything is done in 3 dimensions. The highest number in the world is 9. Then from 9 you open a new gate. That will be the fourth dimension. From 9 it goes back to 10, 1 to 0, and that will be the separation. And that's when we're going to separate from 360 to the realm of 720 degrees. That means we have to get in the 360 degree circle and everything we learned in that circle. And now we have to enter the fourth dimension, which is a 720 degree circle. And again, if you even want to go higher than that, from 720, there's other realms you can go, but we're entering the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension. You get higher than that, you get 720, 720, and that would be astronomical knowledge. That's something off the charts, you know what I'm saying? So the 144,000 will be raised out of those degrees. I trust that I'm one of them receiving that light, and you have to put out the light of the past. And that's why the Masons use degrees too, but that's the furthest, I get with y'all with degrees. That's about what I'm talking about with degrees.
Okay. What's going to happen to the ignorant people who don't come into the light?
They're going to continue to be ignorant. I think the first 6 letters in the word ignorant is ignore. They're going to continue to ignore the signs that they're getting. The signs that they're getting is in their chest. It's not a Jesus or a God or a law or Buddhist or Christ coming out of anywhere. You're going to begin to judge yourself. You're going to begin to go hard on yourself in this era. It's already in you. Whether you ignore it or not, that's on you. So they will be left to their jobs, to their 401k plans, to their retirement plans, and they will stay in the bosom of the beast, continually working, and they will become robotical slaves. Because anyone who doesn't know how to claim their, well, it's not about sovereignty, but I'm just using it. Anyone who doesn't know how to claim their sovereignty or claim a group, and we are a group of mentalist people who's, being accepted by the United States. United Nations. They're gonna understand who we are. It's gonna be a group of people who won't be touched, and those will be the higher learning people, the people of intellectual knowledge, and they would be the scientists. They will be the ones getting the jobs, and they're going to leave the niggers and the black people to the Orientals. The Orientals will be the new slave owners, and it's happening that way now. United States owes everything to Japan and China. They owe all their money to them. So now what they're doing in return is allowing Japan and China to come here and set up everything. So one way we're going to become slaves to them is we're already eating their food, the Chinese food. You send any woman to a parlor to get their nails or anything done, they see a black woman, they're going to turn, run, go to the Asian woman. Because it's already broadcast that the Asians do the massages, the Asians do this, the Asians are getting all the jobs, the Orientals. Why? Because they're bright, they're people of intelligence. It's going to be no more time for ignorant people. So that's just what it's going to be. Ignorant people will be left to do ignorant things and keep planning, never speaking about land or never speaking about getting ahead, stay with the Christ doctrine, Buddha, Allah. When all that's over and I'm trying to, introduce a whole new way of thinking to people, a whole new way of life. You're already doing it, but you're just ignoring your signs. Your signs is coming to you. You're just ignoring them. You already know that Jesus, the Christ, Allah. It just didn't work. A whole new thing. People are sick. Look at CNN. Everybody's dying. Jesus didn't work.
What is the frequency God works on?
The frequency God works on, like I said, is beyond the third dimensional. So it's the frequency that we're getting. It's the frequency you're getting now that's going to have you judge yourself. You're getting serious about yourself. You're getting scared with no God around. People are starting to think more. People are starting to ask themselves, when you do something, you're judging yourself. Starting to feel weaker and weaker about getting up and going to work. You're complaining more about it. You really do, but you're just going to keep doing it because you're a human robot. You're trained with those thoughts. You're trained to believe in God, to go to work the American way, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, catch some TV. That's a cycle and I'm trying to help y'all, that's dead. They have to enter something new, but people are so trained in that they're going to miss the frequency of God. The frequency of the Most High is the frequency that's touching you right now. It's the frequency, the reason why people on my channel is tuned into my voice, because it's a tweak, it's a frequency tweak, it's a DNA, it's a genetical thing. And those who's supposed to be attracted to me are not left in the dark. You have somebody new. Even if you go and study Pleiadians, whatever you go study is because I'm going to send you to it. And you're having a better life now, new understanding with the new information that I'm sending you to. But where would you have gone to get this information? Everybody's locking and hiding information. So you can come across my channel, Apexxgodbody, man, Higher Learning. And if I don't give it to you, one of my arming beings would give it to you, because we work in a collective as one. In other words, this is not mine. I get this from the intellect, from the guy who teaches it. Right. But I know he don't need nobody to sit around and listen to him. He want people to go spread his word. So if you're not on his channel, you're on my channel, you're still on his channel, because I and my brother are one. And we're going to move together as a collective, and we're going to knock things down. We ain't asking for nothing. We're just building.
Okay. What's the importance of
Speak up.
Of aquatic life?
Aquatic life?
Yes.
What is the importance of it?
Yes.
Shit, if we didn't have aquatic life, there would be a flood. The earth would be flooded. Let me explain that to you. If you can imagine the ocean or the sea, don't worry about aquatic means the sea. The sea was here first. The water was here first because life was dropped into the water. Aquatic life, all of the mammals and fish and everything you see out there in deep sea was here before us. We follow their pattern of life. They're governed by the sea. Like Aquaman, they know about that. Man in the water first, but they're governed by the sea. If the aquatic life wasn't there, and the sea creatures was not swimming in the motion or formation that they were swimming in schools and different that, then what would stop the currents? You have to understand, the currents will come up, but you have certain whales that's swimming against currents, that's doing different things, and it's stopping the flow of the current. Every sea creature has its own thing to do. This is what I was telling you about the dinosaurs. As the bacteria and life was dropped in the water, whatever, be it semen, be it bacteria, allergies, anything, was all dropped into the water first. And we don't even have ground at this point. We have a massive planet of water. That's why the planet, they tell you, is 70% water, as is your body, 70% water. You're one with this planet. And there was no dry land first. And what the dinosaurs, like I taught you, dinosaurs deep into the seas to bring out plant life, to be able to put plant life on as the earth was hardening. But there would be no plant life, there'd be no vegetation for us. So everything works in a cycle. The fish, bacteria, when they're defecating, all that bacteria, it's in the water. But it's in the water, and it eventually be in the air, because anything from the water goes into the air. And then you have to breathe it, but you have to become immune to all of these bacteria. So before human life, They had to get you ready. It's like buying an apartment. You gotta go fix the child room or put the bed in, but then you bring her in, get her immune, get her ready for it. So the importance of aquatic life and the sea creatures is everything to the planet. One can't be without the other. Again, tsunamis, they stir up tsunamis with this heart machine. They can get deep down into the sea and, cut on generators and have the waters move in a certain way, and they know how to direct it to a certain place. So these are your man-made tsunamis. And if you begin taking all the aquatic life, the whales and everything, and putting them in places like SeaWorld or places for us to go see, then you gotta remember, just as slaves took from Africa, brought over here, these whales or sharks or sea creatures are now brought up in captivity and producing their next mate in captivity. You understand? And this is a form of, how they taking the food and blowing it up and all of that. It's not a natural process. Now he can label these whales and stuff and send them back out in the sea with monitors on them, and that alone creates current. So you gotta understand, just like we're captivated, when you go to SeaWorld and see dolphins and seals, where do you think they come from? They went to the ocean, stole, and brought them up on land. And those are sea creatures that's being brought up on land now and not in their environment. So they're being trained by, humans and all that kind of stuff. And if you take all of these, keep doing this over the years, just like cutting down the trees, how are we going to oxidize the world? How the oxygen is going to go? Trees is oxygen. So these animals, these mammals are doing what they're naturally supposed to do in the sea life. And that's why they have laws of the sea. You have to see some sea creatures don't go this way. Whales don't end up such and such. Whales don't come, they're starting to come to the shore now because they're being pushed that way by things that this white man is putting under earth. So the importance of aquatic life is crazy because, like I said, hydrogen and oxygen, two separate things. They have to combine to make what you would call H2O or water. And then water, now whatever else they want to do, they form the water. Then you can drop life into the water and see what happens. From that life, we continue on, get to the human race like that. So they say all life started in the water, from the fish and all that is similar to something like that. Anything else?
When you say you're going to soon abandon all friends and people.
Yeah. I said that, I made that statement before, that I'm abandoned, because it's just sort of like if I ask you, go into a crack house and stay all day. You're going to say, no, I don't do what they do. You know what I'm saying? If you're ignorant, I don't do ignorance. So I can't be around ignorance anymore. If you're still asking me questions that I keep breaking down to you, you're not supposed to get it. So I have to move away from you. Unless you're a close family, a family member, then I'll stick with you as long as I can. But them too, I gotta leave because I can't continue to fall into your ignorance. I'm here for my family. I'm here dropping everything I can for my children, for whatever. Like I said, something that hurt the God the other day, if y'all was following the channel, man. You see me with my daughter all week, and you even see her in Toys R Us. I wanted to get my grandchild everything, but she wanted the experience. She wanted to work and get paid. And say, no, I get paid Friday. I'm telling her, I think we could just do it now. But the Christmas thing she's brought in, I got to roll with her. I don't want to break that down. And you hear her say that, she wants to get it herself on Friday. And then if you fast forward to the day I'm playing with my grandchild as he's opening and stuff, she says, look what Santa got you. It hurt the God, you know what I mean? But, and you might even see my daughter with gold hair. I can't control people. I can only... A lot of people go, God, that's your daughter, she's beautiful. Of course my daughter's beautiful. Why do you think she's golden hair? She's going with the style. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe she want to be Nicki Minaj or something. I don't know. But anyway, she'll have the knowledge. My daughter, my beloved daughter, David, she's a beautiful person, a hard worker. And she got the knowledge young. She just got caught up into this. But she's definitely brilliant, and she's coming out. Because she asked Daddy a lot of questions, and I just take my time with her. But that's just show you how deep the spell is, man. You open these creatures, so you might see me telling my grandson, no, Grandpa bought you that. But I won't floor what she wanted. She wanted him to have the Santa experience. Cool, he's in my life. I'll, little God, break him down. You see me do things like with him earlier, age 3 or 4. I said, we're building. He'll go, yeah, we're building, Grandpa. I said, what's up, God? And then he'll grow up, knowing that, just as one of my sons came to me when he heard the word God other than in the house. And he said, Dad, they talking about God, because I always grew my sons up and called them God. So they'll know God was within itself and not up there. So when they first heard the word God somewhere else other than itself, I knew that I made I definitely accomplished something with that. So, because they didn't think of God outside themselves. You can do it yourself, you know what I mean? So, when you hear me say I'm abandoning people, it's going to be true. I'm not going to have time to be around ignorance. People still talking about Jesus, the Bible. I'm going to judge you by your questions that you start asking me, because I'm telling you I don't want to answer. It's all ignorance. If you're not saying, like, what is this new thing you're teaching? What's going on with the mentellect? You know, what's Apexxgodbody? Apexxgodbody is just mind, but it's going to bring you to what you're supposed to have, is the mentellect, you know, and all of this is rooted in the master teacher, Dr. Malachi York. We're all students of Dr. York. All the inspiration comes through him and the great Elijah, Honorable Elijah Muhammad. It's just another brother on the seat, and peace and blessings to that brother, man. And Kari, keep doing what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling you, you know, you're speaking through me, and I love it, man. I love it. I'm trying not to, you know, I don't want to do the message wrong, so just, y'all just come in, and pretty soon you got to abandon ignorance. You can't be around it no more. It's just, it's not going to be a good thing. And another thing, on the last note before I go, you might notice the God talk with confidence. You might notice the God speak about things, you know, like it's nothing. Because my richness doesn't start with money. My richness starts inside. I'm already rich. I don't have a road to walk. So you're making yourself have a road to walk to go get to something when you already have it now, but you're just looking at the material part of it. So this is a technique I give y'all. If you want a home, or you want a new car, a new pair of shoes, or whatever, just go get it. It's there for you. You don't have to want it. Don't say I want. Just say in the future when I walk into my new house, in the future when I drive my new car, you know, I'm getting ready to go get these new shoes. Don't say I want a new pair of shoes. I want my rent paid. Just do it. Just meditate, do it, walk towards it, and positivity, and everything will happen to you. When you see the God speaking of confidence, so many of y'all are used to not having it. And you're going to always hear me talking about, yeah, I got it. Hey, go get this, go get that. It's a shame that you're 40 and over and you just don't have it. You keep saying, well, how am I going to do that? That's $50. How am I going to do that? That's $200. How am I going to do it? And you sound like a slave, like, well, we're never going to get it. How are we going to be able to get that? You know, and if you put yourself on a plantation, all I'm doing is telling you that I snuck out and I seen something else. And I don't want to come back here, so I'm coming to get y'all, but y'all want to stay stuck in the three hots in the cot, the religion, the work field, and whatever else is just in the television. And you want to get your information there, you can't mess up nothing. What do you mean quit your job? What do you mean that? Well, talk to your God. And if you don't want to quit because you don't think he got you, then why are you a believer? You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying quit your job like that, get up tomorrow and quit. Think of a plan, come together, and ease out of your work, your job. Just ease out of the hours as you start building something on the side. So I don't need that many hours over here because I'm making money over here by myself. And you'll come out of that physical torture. You know, you understand what I'm saying? So just, God's are confident. You're not going to hear me talk about, ooh, I don't have it, $100 is a problem. I'm sorry, $100 is not my problem. $1,000 is not my problem. Maybe 2 or 3 months ago that was my problem because I wanted it to be. I was thinking I lost my father and I had family around me. That's how I really know him. I was broke far as street money just 3 to 4 months ago. Just 4 or 5 months ago, meaning because I wanted to be. I had a savings, I always got a savings. But I wouldn't touch it for nothing, so I moved through the earth just on my divinity, and people helped me because I was still God. I didn't have to, money didn't make me rich. I was still visiting my family, going places. If I needed something, people would feed me. People to this day make me food. You called me out of nowhere the other day and made me a plate. Someone else, I get cakes made from me. I get stuff given to me. I got a whole room full of just gifts. Thank you, God. You know, so that's my riches, and I don't have it with $1 million. You understand? So when you see this confidence, I don't have $1 million. I'm just not going to say I don't have nothing. I am somebody. I have stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So don't stop beating yourself up about I don't got it. God's are confident. If you look good, you feel good, then you generate a God persona and things just come to you. People see it in you. I have no more marijuana in me. I'm freshening up. My eyes are making better eye contact with people. I just move things my way, and that's what you should do too. Just stop talking about what you want. Don't use the word want. Just say, you know, put yourself in your house. Put yourself there. Open your house door. Open your car door. Sit there in your mind. Now that you see it, then just go walk into your house. So if you imagine you want a big home, imagine your home the way you want it, your living room. Now walk back out of it and leave the door open. Leave the door open and walk away because you're in your mind. And what you do now is you better get back to your house because you left the door unlocked. So that's going to make you think, wait a minute, I got to go back to my house. Just go get it. It'll come if you're thinking positive and not thinking about a money route to get it. Don't think about a money route to get it. Just tell the Most High that's what you would like, and meditate toward it. And then something's gonna happen. A phone call gonna come. I don't care if it's a job where it offers you double, and now you do gotta take that job to get what you want. You understand? Now the job is worth it. You got money, and stop working. If you can't work, pay your bills and save money. If you can't do that, then you're gonna be in that circle, man. That's all I'm saying. You can get a vintage license. Go out on 25th. You see me with the guards. Every time you see me, we're on 125th Street. Guards are selling merchandise, man. We ain't. I drop stuff off for him. We ain't asking nobody for nothing. This white man for nothing. You don't need 40 hours a week for him to kill yourself. You understand? So just move forward, man, and magnetize everything you want and be confident. Stop being a person that say, I don't have it. Go out and have fun and have it. God's have it. We ain't bums. You don't see white people and they're out, doing things. Y'all watching TV. You hear somebody stop and say, how much is this? How much is that? They already have it. They don't have a money problem. You shouldn't have a money problem either. Not on $100 and $200 level. You're 40 and better. You don't have $100. I mean, come on. That's not. How are you God's child? What Jesus doing for you and got $100 extra dollars in your pocket? You understand? You just gotta meditate and do something different, man, and things will come to you. So me, I'm a confident God. There's no woman gonna be around me, hear me saying what I don't have. I'm generating energy all the time. I'm generating something all the time. What you want, baby girl? What you want to do? All right, let's go get it. And then we just go get it. But you dealing with a light being who has it. You understand what I'm saying? I have what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? And riches with me don't start in money. It starts here. So that I can do my thing, all right? So you got any personal questions you want to ask or anything? You good?
What's gonna happen to the little children in 2018?
And you heard something about 2018?
Yeah, but the children are being more advanced.
Oh yeah, these are the children I'm telling you about.
The Palladian children.
Huh?
Palladian children?
Well, the Palladian children won't actually be here. They will send telepathic messages to younger children to not grow up to literally go against your parents. What they're going to tell you. Your parents are the one that's going to bring you into slavery. Your parents, you see what happened the other day. Your parents are the one that say, here's Santa Claus boy. It's not going to be a child. Child's going to be innocent. So I have to be there like for children like my grandson or your child when you're not on that note, but you're watching their parents say, look, Santa Claus boy. And that invites them into that. And that's like you work all week and you grow up, your child going to say, Mommy, you told me, you lied to me? You're lying to your child. So the new millennium children are going to be children who are attracted to me, children now in my clutches, or in the Republican of intellect clutches, and we're going to teach them different, to have their own mindset. You're not going to be able to trick these children. Like my grandson, he's 3 or 4. By the time he's 9, I'm going to have him reading out adoptions. Not going to be able to trick him. My sons, Corday, Khalik, Malachi, Dante, you cannot trick them. My niece, Shanette, my niece, LaDasia, my niece, excuse me, all my nieces, you're not going to be able to trick them with me around them. I'm trying to get that around to my sisters and all my family. I want us all thinking different, and I can lead the family in the direction we need to go, in the mind frame we need to be in. But the children are going to be raised to be the 144,000 that I talked about earlier. Because you got to think, just like I told you about my channel, look what your God said in the Bible. Out of all the world, it's only going to be 144,000 worthy. You understand? 144,000. So look at my channel. Out of all the world, we got 40, 50 subscribers. Why? Because subscribers are the people who attracted to it. It's only the 144,000. You understand? I had to get off a channel where I had 80,000 views because I wouldn't determine who the 144,000 is. A lot of people ask me, let me take a piece of what you did and shoot it on my Instagram, and then no, because then all them devils will come in and subscribe. I don't want that. I like it the way it is. People can look and say, there's not a lot of people here. You understand? And then they can get their learn on. They feel like they're getting something sacred that nobody else knows. You understand? Because not 1,000 people watching their channel. They can go and somebody be like, where'd you get that from? They don't know no Apexxgodbody channel. You do. Your finger led you to an Apexxgodbody channel. You're listening for a reason. It's the genetics in the almond voice, man. I am God. And I work in a collective with a group of almond beings who are gods. And this is the day and the year of the gods, man. So, like I told you, man, you got to be wise. And I hope I answered that question. The children will be a part of the 144,000 that's going to have the mind frame to become scientists, to become biologists, chemists, environmentalists. That's what we need. They're going to be raised up in these schools, even if you're out here going to school. But it's going to be you, the white man, come get to make sure that you're all right. If you're still in labor positions, they're giving up labor positions. They're giving all that up. It's a whole new, they're even giving you a new religion, Scientology they're going with. They know the Jesus thing is over, so they're introducing Scientology. They're telling you all Illuminati secrets all online now. Why? Because they don't care. They're shooting out of here and they're leaving you to your Jesus, your Buddha, your God, your Allah. They don't have no time for it. They said it on one of the X-Men. He said, leave them to where they're at. We're moving on. We're going to the future. Stop letting people tell you about black African history. It's a trick. It's over with. That was a movement that's gone. What can I do right now? Putting up a Black History Month calendar. Looking at Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey. All of this old doctrine. It can't do nothing for you right here, right now. We're in the time of space shuttles, I-10, I-11, I-this. Are you serious? Are y'all still opening 2,000-year-old Bibles? Where's your new information? How are you going to get charged to come into the new world? What information you going to have? You understand? Apex to let to mentellect. That's what you got to do.